The weekend sure flew by quick. I hope it was a good one. I also hope that some of the things that you have heard, you have put into practice and tried to connect with your wife, to hear what she is thinking and wanting. Have you allowed her to speak her heart to you without getting defensive or saying, I don't do that, I don't speak that way, I always listen. Last week, we talked about how we as husbands make our wives feel invisible. Guys, like I said, if we don't stop this behavior and change it now, we will be alone and we will lose everything. Is it worth it? Absolutely not. Now let's jump in. Husbands, again, there is such a desperation for our wives to be seen. Our wives are trying all they can to be seen. And for her, this is exhausting. The confusion or the exhaustion of that is also compounded by our Christian belief system. Speaking about our wives, that she is to die to self and pick up her cross and carry it. That her responsibility is to be submissive to us according to a current traditional definition. What happens is, while she is desperate for that, the point is she also has learned to sacrifice herself to the marriage, her sense of self to the marriage. So even while she's asking for this, knowing it's good, right, and true, she doesn't actually have a sense of responsibility to think for herself. And so she's arguing with us according to our terms because her greatest honor is to be submissive to us. And yet it's also dysfunctional. And yet that's what makes it such a mess. It's a desperate longing of her heart, and at the same time she's told to sacrifice her heart to the marriage and to our leadership. And guys, when our leadership is messy, the marriage is messy. She perseveres. She's doing and doing, trying to be heard and seen. Husbands, we are doing some really stupid things, overpowering her, blame shifting, not taking ownership. Much of this is a disorder of responsibility. We don't take responsibility, husbands. She needs change, so she keeps going, so she struggles. She's desperate to be heard and to make an impact. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to keep on with the same bad behavior? Or are we going to finally step up and do what's right? Are we going to get help? Are we going to connect with our wife? It's all up to you. Guys, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Make those connections and join me tomorrow night for part 7 of Invisible Wife. Be encouraged.